right, guys, the last clips you saw was a little bit shady, a little bit rainy. The sun has since come out. Both cars are now ready to go on their road trip across the country from here in New York, all the way to Ohio, to South Dakota, to Wyoming, to Portland, to LA, to Utah, to Pikes Peak, to Atlanta, to Florida, and back up over the next 30 days, or over the next 29 days. These two cars, my only cars that I currently own, so if something happens, I'm screwed, but my two cars are going on a road trip. A lot of gas mileage coming up, a lot of mileage coming up, a lot of oil changes coming up on this one trip, but it's gonna be cool and it's gonna be worth it. We're going to our first stop, and Ash doesn't know where our first stop. By the way, Ash is Sebastian's girlfriend. He's the boy down there. So we're going from here in New York at my house to a 12-hour, probably turn into a 13-hour drive. We have tomorrow, we're going to be going to Grid Life Midwest, where we have passes for all of us, immediate passes for us, where we could take pictures, videos, and go up close and do all the type of stuff we usually do with the Grid Life family. And also, the Legacy is going to be in the Grid Life car show. So we're gonna get to see drifting, time attack, car show for the Legacy as well, all in the first stop. And we're gonna see some friends. Larry Chen's gonna be there, our drifter friends are gonna be there, and obviously our loving Grid Life family. So that's gonna be the first stop we're gonna go to, and the Legacy is gonna be in its new form, in its first car show ever, which is gonna be amazing. That'll be tomorrow, Saturday, and we'll also get to see some fun stuff, track stuff, and Zach likes track stuff because Zach drives fast on tracks. So Zach's gonna be, he usually drives the camera car, if you guys aren't familiar with that, when we do the Grid Life stuff. So we're gonna head there now. Both cars are loaded up. We just are down one Zach. We're gonna pick up him on the way in Kalamazoo at the airport. But the road trip starts now. Officially, we kept track of our odometers, or we set our trip odometers, but this is going to be the start of the Legacy and the minivan, what we're deeming it, Krispy cross country road trip. Today, again, is Friday, June 2nd. Today is Friday.
It's October.
What did I say, June? It's 1:50 p.m. We wanted to leave this morning at 8. That didn't happen, but you know, stuff's gonna happen during this road trip. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a great time, for better or for worse, with these two awesome cars. Obviously, thank you to all the sponsors that made the Legacy happen, and most importantly, thank you to the sponsors that are making this trip happen again. You're gonna get tired of me talking about them, but Meguiar's, Grease Monkey Gloves, and Blackview Official, thank you guys so much for making this trip possible. There'll be giveaways weekly, so make sure you guys stay subscribed to the channel. We're gonna be giving away a Blackview camera every week on the channel and on Instagram. We're gonna be throwing out gloves to you guys when we stop and maybe see you guys or run into one of you guys. Ask for some Grease Monkey Gloves. We'll have them on us. And obviously the car will always be clean thanks to Meguiar's. So, are you guys kind of ready?
What?
Let's go drive across the country and hang out with some friends and do some cool car stuff and enjoy ourselves. Also, a lot of cool food. All right, wish us luck. So the first technical stop of the road trip is our first fill up here at a gas station right at Florey's here in our town, filling up both cars. This is gonna be something we're going through a lot. There's a lot of gas money. Ignore the headlights, we still have to figure out this issue. But ignore those when you see them on oddly like that. But we're going to be on the road now for a little while. We're going until we need gas again, or going until we need food. But we're probably gonna get into Michigan a little bit after midnight, which is gonna stink, but it is what it is. We're gonna have a really fun day ahead of us tomorrow, so. we're about an hour into the trip so far, an hour and a half into the trip so far. The scenery in like upstate New York, right now we're in Pennsylvania, up in Pennsylvania, is gorgeous. We picked such a perfect time to do this trip. Everything, like all the colors of the trees are just changing right now. The leaves look amazing. Once we pick up Zach, we're definitely gonna do some more stuff where we, drop him off the location and then drive by and get some footage of both the cars driving on the road, get some drone footage of both the cars driving on the road. But this first leg of the trip, this first big drive that we want to do, we're kind of just going to worry about driving in most of it and make sure both cars are running how they're supposed to. Get familiarized with everything, because this is pretty much the first big maiden voyage of this car. So we'll make sure to get a ton of cool footage. If there's not a ton of cool footage in this first vlog, don't worry. We'll have a ton of it in the upcoming videos. But 10 hours and 4 minutes to go till we get to our first hotel. Making our second official stop here, just to use the bathroom real quick. It is 5:15. Oh no, it's 5:15 p.m. Our ETA is 2:08 a.m. We're just going over the car, checking out the car, making sure all is good, checking fluids. Again, this is one of the first big drives of the car, so we're checking fluids, making sure everything's all good. Zach's up there checking all the fluids. How many times did I say checking fluids? Anyway, the minivan looks great, rolling down the road. The Legacy also looks great, of course. Look at her, she looks so good. She looks so good. First big mile marker, 270 miles to go till our next change or whatever we're doing next. I switched up co-pilots. I have Sebastian now. Sebastian's gonna take a quick nap. I'm gonna drive. I'm chilling. We still have a few more hours to go, about 9. So everything's going well. Temps are good, staying good. We'll update you guys in a bit. Legacy's, I guess, second fill up the trip. We still have a really long way to go. We still have like 8 hours. It's currently 6:50 p.m. We're supposed to get there around 2:05, and we still haven't stopped to eat. So it's probably gonna be even later than that. We don't have to be to the car show tomorrow morning until like 12. But obviously we're gonna want to get there early so we can catch some of the drifting and action and all that type of stuff before time. But skip. We do not have a lower 2 rewards. Everything's going well. We drove through some really cool mountain roads so far in PA. I stalled, I think we're at the stall meter of 2 or 3 times I think I've stalled so far. Thank you ACT for being an amazing sponsor, because I will probably need a new clutch by the end of this trip. We never, when we were first putting the headlights in for the SEMA Rush, we never really calibrated them back from the factory setup. So our headlights are shooting like super low right now, and it's super hard to kind of see on the road. So we just pulled over real quick. We're gonna adjust the headlights just to get them up a little bit more so we can actually see, and not blind anybody at the same time. But
so it looks like adjustment screw at the top.
Yeah, the little
Phillips.
Yeah, the little Phillips.
I think you said 8 actually.
Yeah,
and then a Phillips.
On the top left right there. Like that, we can go a little bit higher with the passenger side.
so we could take the gas out. We just filled up at our like third gas stop so far. And normally what you do, you put the pump back like that. Yep, that's what you normally do. You'd wait for it to get your receipt because, you know, tax stuff. You go ahead and click yes. You know, that's what you usually do next when you fill up on gas. You get your receipt. And then what you would do next is you would take your gas cap and you'd put it back on top of your gas tank, screw it on and close your door. Or you'd be like me and leave the gas cap at the last fuel stop we were just at in another state. So. So that'll add something to have to get along the trip somewhere now, a new gas cap for the Legacy. And whoever has my other Legacy gas cap somewhere in Pennsylvania, enjoy. Okay. So, our first time eating today. Me and Zach had breakfast this morning. That was a few hours ago.
Dad nailed it.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. So, quick Sheetz food, quick food review from Sheetz. Pulled pork sandwich at 12 o'clock midnight and with barbecue sauce. It looks like I got about a slice of pulled pork on there. If you guys can see that, there's the pulled pork to bread ratio there is
not great.
Piss poor at most.
Yeah. Did you ask for double meat?
No, but that's still like half meat. That's not even single meat. 1.5 out of 4 without tasting it, if that. Smells like barbecue sauce.
A short little fat burrito.
That is adorable.
It's vegetarian too.
Nerd.
No animals were murdered.
Nerd. 3:21 in the morning. Right? 3:21? 2:21 in the morning. We're still a little under 2 hours away from our hotel and Grid Life. With the car right now, it's going pretty great. It's going pretty well. We're just trying to figure out some stuff with oil pressure. Our gauge is being a little bit uppy downy when we want to just stay where it is. So we're trying to see what's going on there. Our oil levels are where they're supposed to be. Nothing is dripping. There's no fluids on the ground. Everything is cool. The car's performing just as fine as it is. There's a big temperature change. I don't know if that has to do anything with it. It's actually around the car. Zach knows everything. I don't know things. That's why I just filmed the cars. But we do have some cool lighting here at the BP. We have all like these, you know, the white LEDs. The car looks really good. We haven't been airing it out because we don't want to stress the system on these long drives. You know, if something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong when we're playing with the car. So I'm just going to leave it be most of the time unless we're photographing or filming the car or whatnot. But she do look good. See my breath. I know this first vlog, again, is just a lot of driving footage. But I promise tomorrow's vlog's going to be really cool and interesting. And once we meet up with Zach, who's currently at the hotel waiting for us, he's going to be filming the Legacy. So all the upcoming vlogs will have a lot more rollers of the Legacy. And we'll probably grab some of the van too, because the van's pretty hot too. Yeah, it's that time, and we're at the hotel. So, today's Grid Life. We left yesterday. We're gonna pack the vans. Zach's already up in the hotel room. We're gonna go do all that now and then park the cars and get some shut-eye because it's been a long day. How long was today, Zach?
It was all of yesterday and today. If you think about it.
Carry the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, that's right. 792 miles, Zach. Let's go wake up Zach, who's been peacefully sleeping for a while.
The horny